I was only gone a couple days, but oh my gosh, it looks like my garden exploded. So my gladiolas are all blooming. Beautiful. I've got some carrots down here and some radishes. Oh boy, my herbs, they're all starting to grow really good. I have a ton of strawberries. Look at those. How many strawberries I've got. Tons of them. I gotta get the grandkids out here. This is a little miniature rose bush that my mom gave me, and I had transplanted it, and I really worried it turned all brown, but it looks like it's coming back, so thank goodness. I've got some lettuce growing over here. Got a couple that are going to seed. I'm gonna have to deal with that. Here's my lettuce. I've got some beautiful chamomile. Look at those gladiolas. And I've got this rhubarb, which is just exploding. Ay, ay, ay. And then I've got some beets here. These are starting to grow. Nice big beets. I've got a little bed of carrots here. They're starting to grow. Just all kinds of herbs over here. I've got a couple more rhubarb. I need to attend to this. I've got some bug activity, so I'm gonna make a mixture of soap and water and come out here and spray. This is some basil. I think I might make some pesto tonight. And look at this cilantro. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna cut some of this and I think take some to my daughter-in-law. I've got a lot of it. This is some dill. Oh my goodness. I've already dehydrated a ton of dill. These are garlics. Oh, I've got some little baby zucchinis growing. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to pick those later today. There's one there. That's neat. I didn't have them before I left. My little tomato plant's getting smushed because of the zucchini. Let's see if I can get it up a little. Oh my goodness. Then I've got cucumbers and dill over here. I've got a lot of little buds that are growing. And dill, more cucumbers to go up the vine. I'm gonna have to work on these tomatoes today to get them staked up more. Oh goodness, they're just so tall. These are the indeterminate tomatoes. Oh goodness gracious. And these are my bell peppers and these are Jimmy Nardello peppers. They've gotten quite big. Oh my goodness. I don't know how these grew so much in a couple days. It's like a jungle out here. These are taller than me. These, I need to stake these back a little bit better. And then I've got more tomatoes over here. I actually see some tomatoes starting to grow. There you go. Finally. And I don't know what's going on with these tomatoes. Seems like a lot of the blossoms are dropping. I've never really had that before. But we're gonna get a ton of tomatoes, so I'm not worried about it. Look at that. Lots of tomatoes starting to form. My pole beans. I don't have any beans yet that I can see, but lots of blossoms. They're growing up the trellis. Look at that. It's gonna make them really easy to pick. Oh, they're so pretty. Look at all those blossoms. I'm gonna have a lot of beans. A lot of beans. And then I got more beans over here. Holy smokes. Lots of blossoms. That's nice though. That makes it, oh, I do see some little baby beans starting to grow. Look at that. Little beans. So it won't be long. Yeah, we're getting beans. Huh, how fun. I've got to stake some of these back. Good Lord. Look at this. Tomatoes. Little baby starting to grow. I'm going to stake that back. Probably before I leave this morning. Ay, ay, ay. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Lots and lots of tomatoes. We're going to get a ton of tomatoes. Look at my dahlias back there hiding. More tomatoes. Peppers. These peppers are really starting to take off. I think these are Jimmy Nardellos as well. So I have 2 Jimmy Nardello plants and the rest are all California peppers, bell peppers. They look beautiful. I've got a few dahlias hidden in here. This is a pretty one right here. Look at that. Some more tomatoes. I don't know if you can see them real good, but we're gonna get a lot of tomatoes. More tomatoes and dahlias. I kind of, intermixed them this time. These are my spaghetti squash, and I have a ton of blossoms on this thing. A ton. I mean, I hope I get a ton of squash. I just love spaghetti squash. It's definitely my favorite. Oh, I got some growing. That was quick. Wow, that's the first one I've seen. I love spaghetti squash. Look at those dahlias. They're just breathtaking. Lots of beans. I'm gonna just put them through these so they kind of go over the, goodness gracious. I'm gonna have to tie some of those up. I got a lot of work to do this afternoon. All these tomato plants are falling over. These are cherry tomatoes here. So I need to get those pulled back up before they break. Goodness. A little patch of dahlias right in the tomatoes. These are some Paul Robeson tomatoes. More tomatoes. Dahlias. So as you can see, everything's doing really well.